Stars falls, du fick av mig. Delicioso day. Delicioso day. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, and perhaps even good evening. Thank you so much for dropping by and joining me for a very exciting kind of combo session between a bit of 3D shenanigans, a little bit of video editing, and a little bit of time traveling Day of the Tentacle things. Wonderful to see so many of you on a Sunday morning, or evening in the case of Yoni, which is wonderful to see you. You good evening to Israel. Mr. Jeremy is here, Mr. Brian is here, Miss Camilla, all the way from Scandinavia, are wonderful. Nancy is here. There's also the Vampire, and there's also Meg, who I'm gonna do a little bit of a Blender session for, which is gonna be great. And there's the Sacred Sage. And do we have anyone else? I think so. I think I've missed somebody. Yoshi, of course. Yoshi and Yoni. I hope I'm not gonna get confused. Let me go and start the day with a little bit of chillaxed music before we get going here. A little bit of something from the Epidemic stash. That's Instagram. That's totally not what I wanted to go on. No, don't do that. Epidemics. There we go. And then we go over here, and then we go maybe something like this. Bit of LGR jazz. I like it. And also switch it on. I can hear it. That's cool. Do you know? I just pretty much woke up myself. And did you notice that the title sequence I've just rolled, this is something that I want to start with actually, does not contain the funky particle effects or any animations. It's like the devoid theater. Let's change that first of all. I have rendered it all, but I think I haven't moved that over to desktop number 1. I haven't actually rendered it out, so that's we need to totally start with that. So first of all, got to find the project here. It's a little bit of compiling the sequence that I've rendered out in Premiere. Let's start with that, and then we're going to do some Blender stuff for Meg. Meg wants to know how to blend two animations together, so that's going to be quite exciting. Let's try that. Let's start that. Thank you so much, everyone, by the way, who dropped by the DAS stream. That was quite nice yesterday. The one about adjusting clothing, that had quite a few number of views, and we had a lot of visitors. So thank you so much. If you've been there, great. If you haven't, you can re-watch it. I'll put a link in the description right now. There's a little watch page, and it went well. It went really well. There's so much more I could show you, but you know, there's also a time constraint. So I'm thinking I might just build some funky portraits. If only I could find my thing here. I'm going to build some funky portraits on Twitch. So if you want to follow me there, then drop by. Let's see. I think Premiere projects. We're getting close. We're getting close. Title sequences, 3D shenanigans, titles and loops. There we go. Come on. Ghost of a Tale, Camilla. That sounds interesting. I think I've played that once. It was part of Luna, I think, Ghost of a Tale. It's like with a little mouse, right? And the guy who made it, I think it's an indie game, that he was a Pixar animator for many years, and he's done this in his own time. So very, very cool. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad you liked it, Jeremy. Excellent. July 19th. Ooh. I like it. Okay, Yoni, yes, it's gonna be really awkward time. I totally agree. But that's what the pre-records are for. That's really cool. Let's see, where have I got 3D Shenanigans titles? That's gotta be it here. Is this it? Titles compilation. This could be it. This here. And that's all, that stuff's all offline. What's happened here? There we go, it's not offline. So that's the old title sequence. This is just a slate here. So we'll go and pop that in there. That's a vignette. Yeah, we're going to leave that on there. Vignette's nice. And this is all re-rendered. And then it goes into here. And that's okay, fine. We can live with that. Right. So let's see if I have the actual renders here and see if I can import them. I thought I will show you this process that I keep going through time and time again. Every time I render out a new sequence, it has to kind of be put into a file that goes with the audio and whatnot. So I think it's over here, animations. I think it's Cinema Titles 2022, and we should have 3D Shenanigans version 31. That's it. Are they all here? Yes, they are. That's perfect. Okay. And we can probably go and put all this into footage. And this here, I'm going to make a duplicate of. Take that out so that I remember what that was. And then the holding loop, and I can stay here as well. That's good. That's cool. So that's 3ds Titles version 31, that is, with Slate. And we go and import that image sequence. That one as image sequence. And that then appears as a clip, which is great. So now I can go and drag that all the way onto here. And then that replaces that. And now we have the particle effects. Look at that. Perfect. And then as we go in, also the animation, so that's very different. And then we have that haze effect here, and then we go, all we need to do is blend over into that. So this here, we need to go and, I think, do we need to remove this? Or do we just, if it's media offline, maybe we can go and just grab that last picture in here as a standalone, like this one here. That, and it's not an image sequence now, just this, and make that the kind of the last frame. Make it a bit longer. Speed duration, here it is, 5 seconds, and then we'll go and pop that into here, and that should then do that. Perfect. And then the whole thing looks something like this. Always nice to see this in context. Yes, skeleton, people walking in there. A little bit of a frame rate issue. That's just the preview because they're really large images that are being pulled in. But once we render this out, I'll have this ready for the time to, you know, when it comes to rolling the credits. There we go, it works. It works. Fabulous. And that's seamless parking there. Perfect. I like it. I like it. And then we need to have one more duplicate of this. Oh, in fact, we can probably have the sequence from clip. And I'll just call that version 31. Because that is not with Slate now. That just starts with that. Ding, perfect. Let me go and just go export that so that we have it ready for when I roll the credits. I like that's a good idea. It'll only take a second. Offline material, whatever, it's fine. And that goes into my little cloud drive here. And we don't have to send it to Media Encoder. I'll just go and do it like that. Now, I can have a look at the chat and see what you guys are all talking about. The Sebastian is here. Wonderful to see you. That is the game that I've checked out then, the Ghost of a Tale. It is really cute. It is a little difficult, so I don't think I got past the first room. I think I got out of the little prison there, and then when I got to the courtyard, it was really difficult. So it was really well animated, so great animations and great attention to detail there. So yeah, Ghost of a Tale. It's something I've been meaning to play, but then I lost access to Luna, so I didn't. I never did, and I thought maybe. Instead, we're going to have a look at Day of the Tentacle today. Before we do that, though, let's go and start up Blender and see how we can blend two keyframe animations together. You lurk. It's good. It's good. You lurk, Sage. It is just wonderful to look at. I'm not sure if it's a good gaming experience as such. I found it very difficult, but then I find everything very difficult. So, you know, don't judge it by that. Let's also go to grab two animations so I can show you the process, because there's something I don't quite understand about it either, Meg. So let's grab two animations that I know will blend well together, like two in position animations, and then we can move on from how do we make two animations blend together that are not in the same position and where the character has to turn and all that. So let's do that with a bit of mixer mode action. And I remember I had good luck with this when I blended the Sinti guys together in regards to having them dance, blend one dance into another, and that worked really well in the same spot. But it also works well if you want to extend walk cycles. Let's pick a character first here. He's not that pretty. Let's go and make. How about her? Is she good? Peasant girl. That might cause issues with the skirt, so. But we can use her. We can. Mouse, that's also nice. Oh, AJ. Let's use AJ. AJ is good. I like AJ as a character. You're very welcome, Meg. No problem at all. It's one of those things I thought it was very complicated, but it isn't actually. It's once you get the concept, it's actually very easy. So like here's the chicken dance. Let's say that's one animation. That's only 143 frames. And then we'll say there's another one, like say this one here, the hip hop dance. If it's not too long. No, that's perfect. That's also good. So those are two nice ones to try and blend together. Let's try that. So I'll leave everything as it is, hand space and all that. I'll go do this, download this. 30 frames is probably fine. I think that works. That works well with Blender. Just the default settings. So that's our first one, wave hip hop dance, and then we have the chicken dance, second animation. And let's go download that as well. And then once you import them into Blender with file import FBX, so far so good. They're in the downloads, and I think. Are there any kind of filtering options here that let me say kind of the modified date? That's the spirit, isn't it? No, that's not it. How do I filter this out so that I see the most recent files at the top? I'm sure that is possible somehow. Oh, reverse sorting. There we go. Is that possible? Yes. No. It is. There we go. Wave and hip hop. So those are the two last things I've downloaded. That's cool. So wave hip hop. Let's load that in. Here he is. Takes a second to see all the materials on here. There we go. And we can probably just get rid of the bones. We don't need to see those as an overlay, but we will see my man doing the hip hop dance, so that's cool. But currently those are keyframes, so it'll be difficult to blend that together with something else. So the first thing we need to do is turn this into an action strip. Do you know what that is, Meg? Have you played with that? No, I just imported just one animation for now, and then I'll import the next one in the next step. I'll bring back the bones here just because we can probably need to select something in a minute here to move him in a different position. So have you worked with action strips before? So it's basically Blender's way of doing non-linear animation. So this is actually a really long animation here. This is like 500 frames. So I'm going to extend the timeline here to like 1500. And right, okay, yes. So the way I do it is in order to turn all these keyframes into an NLA strip, I head over here to animation. And then we have the camera view here and then our perspective view here. We're in pose mode, so it auto puts you into pose mode. And I'll switch this dope sheet here over into the action editor. So dope sheet just shows me the keyframes, and the action editor will let me turn this into strips. So this here at the bottom you can go and rename, otherwise it's just called armature when it comes in from mixer mode, and that's if you have multiple of those you don't know which one's which. So I'll call this one hip hop. And then once I've done that, there are these two options here, push down and stash. And they are, so push down will turn all of these keyframes into an action strip and also puts it onto an NLA track. And we need that in the next step to combine these things. Where stash will just turn it into an action strip, but it's not going to make an NLA track. So I'm going to use this one for the first and this one for the second. Does that make sense so far? I hope so. Best Buy has a Mini on sale, really? Good luck with that. So I'm going to go do this push down first, and then what happens is all of this disappears, and that's okay. So that's still saved in a different part of this crazy interface here. So we'll come back to that in a second. Let me go, and with all these guys, with all these things selected here under armature, everything, I'm just going to go GX and move my guy, whoops, in object mode. GX, I'm going to move my guy out of the way here, because now I'm going to go and import the second animation, which comes in once again as a whole character. So file import FBX, and that is now the chicken dance. And we're still in the animation mode, so that'll work here. And this is the chicken dance here, perfect. So now we can probably see two people dancing at the same time, and that's okay. So we'll go, and with this guy now selected, with all this visible, I'm going to go and rename this into chicken dance here. And now I'm going to go and stash this. So this is not going to make another NLA track for this guy, because we only need an NLA track for the person we want to animate, and I'm assuming it's going to be this guy. And this guy we're just going to delete in a minute, but his animation will be stashed like so. Boom. And then we're done with him, so we can go and, I think, delete him. I think that's how it works, I think. Now if we go back to this guy, we need to change the interface here. So in fact we can stay inside animation, but we need to change the whole thing here at the bottom, and that happens with this little icon here. So these things, they essentially give you a way to change any of these windows into something else. So it could be like, you could turn it into a 3D viewport or whatever, and we want to turn this into a non-linear animation editor, and that's so that we can go and put these strips together. So if I do that, this whole layout at the bottom changes, and I can see that we have our NLA track here, and one strip in here is called hip hop, and that's the reason why AJ is now dancing even though there are no keyframes showing. And so this is good news, because this thing can now be moved to a different position. So if you wanted to have him start dancing like whatever at frame 800, he would do that. You can do other things with NLA strips, like make him slow down and speed up, and you can combine them and all that and make him repeat and stuff. So if you want to have him dance for a lot longer, you can go and open the N panel here in this layout. So N does this. And in that you can find things like, was it the N panel? Maybe it wasn't the N panel. Was it Action Recorder? I can't quite remember where that is. Modifiers, that's it, I think. That's where you send blend in and out. That was important. Frame start and frame end. But I think, can't you also, maybe it wasn't actually in here. Was it right click? Where was it that you can set properties about this? Like how fast was it? Action clip, was that here? Ugh, I can't remember. There was a way to slow this down really easy, and I can't remember where and how to do that. It was in here somewhere, in the ballpark. Was it edited action maybe? Influence, replace, yes. I just did it literally with AJ in my title sequence when I needed to. He was walking and the animation was done a little bit too fast, so I thought I needed to just slow that down. How did I do that? Editing stashed things. It's super obvious once you find it. Was it advanced? I don't think so. And you can literally set a percentage, like, you know, say 80% or 120%. I think it was a float value, actually. Playback, that's it. Was that it? Playback scale, that's it. That's it. So that's in the N panel under strip with the strip selected. So currently it's just under 500 frames long. And maybe we'll go and switch that off so we have a fluid playback here. But if we put that playback scale to 0.8, then it goes a bit faster, I think. Playback scale 2 is slower. That's how that works. Gotcha. I think you have to select the strip for this menu to come up. I think right-clicking that didn't quite do it. So N panel, and then in the strip section, that's where you set the playback speed. So that's that. But you can also, so now he goes, and after this first strip he stops. So I can go and add another strip, just like if you would add mesh in here. So with the track selected here, Shift A will bring this up, and this now can bring in any of the other strips that we had stashed. So if you do hip hop again, you have hip hop and hip hop. And if you wanted to get rid of it, just select it and press X. Or Shift A, and then you go chicken dance. There we go, we've got chicken dance and hip hop. But we have that awkward nothingness in the middle, so he basically stops there and doesn't do anything. So the cool thing is now, to avoid that pop, you can put a transition in. So you can go and select it, and then with G you can just go and move this like as if it was grabbing it. You can put them together, but if you leave a tiny gap, you can go and blend these together by selecting both. So select this, then Shift select the next, and then I think it's Shift T. There we go, and then we have a transition, and that means if you play that back, it goes, Blender transitions automatically between these two things. That's how that works. Gotcha. I'll show you this again so that we, you know, just getting back in the swing of things myself. Joni, thank you for dropping by. It's good to see you. Always nice to meet a new viewer. And yes, this is kind of the magic of it. And now you can go, and from here, so many other things become possible, like, you know, speeding things up and slowing things down and moving them around in the timeline. So if you had everything as NLAs, you can now go and just click all of these and then just move them to a different... Whoops, what happened? I think Blender just crashed. Yes, crashed. Dang! I moved action strips. The penalty was Blender crashed. Dang. So, okay, no worries. I can show you this again then, since I haven't saved anything. Sorry, Yoshi. Yes, I keep being in the zone. I keep being, you know, not very responsive to the chat. Let me go pour myself another coffee. Catch up. What did you want to know, Yoshi? Sorry. Tell me again. And this time I will pay attention, I promise. Who had Blender crash? It was you! So we have to do basically everything again. We have to import the animations again. But this is good practice. So in order, so I can split it out as a clip. In order to blend two animations in Blender together, we got to go into import and bring in both of our animations, both FBXs. And I think, did I figure out where that was here? No, that wasn't it. It was this one here, and say modified size. Perfect. We have chicken dance and we have hip hop. So those are the two things. I'm going to import hip hop first, chicken dance first. I don't know if you can actually import multiple at the same time. With this selected, I head over to animation, and with the dope sheet down here, I'll switch that to the action editor, and then I'll go rename my clip. So currently it's just called something default. I'm going to call that one chicken dance, and then I'm going to go and push it down. So the difference is that this creates an NLA track, this one does not, but both of them create like an action strip from all this keyframe data. So let's go and in fact just stash it here, and that's now saved. I can go and delete this guy now when I'm in object mode, so that doesn't work in pose mode. I think I have to switch this to object mode and go and delete AJ again. Now I'll go and import the next animation, import FBX, and that's going to be the wave hip hop, a little bit longer. The finished blend, yes, I'll show you that as well. Good question, Meg. And with that, I'll call this one hip hop. And now I'm going to go and push this down. So we're making, from this guy, we're making an NLA track, and it also creates the hip hop block. And that's our animations stashed so far. Maybe at this point, I'm going to go and save the project just in case there's another crash in a second. And I'll say AJ blend on my desktop. Boom. All right. So to make these things show up on the action editor down here, we need to actually switch this whole section out from the current timeline here to a non-linear animation window, essentially. And that gives us this. We have an NLA track here, and we have AJ who is now hip-hop dancing here. Perfect. I might extend my animation play range a little bit so that this is a long animation. Should have thought about this before. And if we wanted to make this blend into the chicken dance, I'll park my playhead where I'd like the next non-linear animation to start. I press Shift A, much like adding anything else into the viewport in Blender, and this menu comes up with any of the strips that we had stashed before. So chicken dance is one of them, and if you had like 20 or so, like a whole locomotion thing, you can list, you just have them all here. I say chicken dance, and there it is. So that's now playing this back until here, and then there's that awkward pop pause, and then we start with this. And if we can either go and grab this, so select it, press G, and then move it. You can move that to a different position and then do that, so there's no transition between these things, but it pops because of course the end and the beginning keyframes, they're not lined up. So in order to put a transition in here, I'll give Blender some time. This is the space that it'll use to transition. You can increase that, decrease that, and then in order to put a transition in there, select all these blocks with Shift and then hit Shift T to add a transition here. And I think if you go and there we go, blends in nicely. If you move this around now, the transition magically expands or shrinks. So if you wanted to tweak this, how quick this happens from one animation into another, or if you needed more time, then you can just move the strips and then Blender will interpolate. That's quite nice. And just one final thing, just so that I remember, if you wanted to change things like the playback speed of these blocks, I think, well, first of all, you can also can't you just grab the handles here? No, you can't. I thought there was a way to cut them off. If you wanted to just have a part of that, I think that's probably possible, but I forgot how to do that. To increase or decrease the playback speed, you open the N panel on the side here, and with that strip selected, I think you go to the strip section here, and then somewhere, and I sadly forgot where that was now. Was it action clip? Yes, action clip. Under action clip, so forget the strip, use the clip. There's the playback scale here. There's also repeat. That's the other thing I wanted to show. If you wanted to have this repeat, you don't have to make copies of Chicken Dance. You can just say repeat this twice, and then this becomes twice as long, and he just keeps dancing. So if you had a character and you want him to, if it's like a walk cycle and it's only one cycle and you needed to have the character walk like 20 times, you just type in the repeat value here, and then, you know, he just keeps chicken dancing until there's no tomorrow, really. But yeah, if we leave that on 1, playback scale, lower values I think speed up the animation for some bizarre reason. So 0.5 makes him now chicken dance really fast. But larger values will make it slower. So 2 will mean he's dancing at 50% speed. All right, so far so good. So let's leave that there. Let's go and put it back to that, and also maybe swap them around. Maybe I'll go and have him chicken dance first, and then do hip hop dance. Oh, it's crashed again! Can you believe it? Dang! Thankfully I had saved the project. Why you crash, Blender? Why? Every time! Hey Chris, how's it going? I'm just crashing Blender for the 3rd time this morning. How embarrassing! Okay, let's switch this back to non-linear animation. Here's hip hop. Increase timeline. Move here, Shift A. Thankfully we have chicken dance here. Move that here. Transition these, Shift T. There we go. And now, how do we export this? Good question, Meg, because I don't actually know. Let's see if we can work it out. I'm hoping that we can just go and export the FBX as is, because your goal is to use it not in Blender but inside of Unreal Engine, I suppose, right? Yes, that is Blender 3.2. Yes, absolutely the latest version. Jailbreaks! Export as FBX. Let's see. I think Blender is clever enough to make selected objects only. So that's just my guy here. And object types, everything. Big animation. Let's hope it works. So anything that you need for your animation to work, the settings, you know, use those. I think that should be that. Once he's done with it, if ever that is the case. Progress bars aren't Blender's strong point. Keep the user in the dark at all times, if you can. Let's make sure they never know. Has this finished, or is it still in the background? Has it crashed? Should I find a different hobby like stamp collecting or one of those things? So that's exported. I'll go back to a new scene. And I'm hoping that if I go and import this now from my desktop, it's going to be a keyframed FBX that has both the first and the second animation blended in, like we had it with an action block. And we can see that is quite clearly not the case. So he's just chicken dancing here. Where's the second animation? Why didn't that happen? Thanks, Blender. Much obliged. Let's see if we can make it work. It might be that I have to do something else to turn this back into keyframes. That is possible. But that might also not be possible. Let's see. It could just be an export setting. Usually Blender is very clever in doing this. Selected objects, active kill. No, that's probably okay here. Custom properties. Could be something inside. Force start and keyframe, Nla Strips, so it should be included here. I don't know why he doesn't want to do it. All actions. Sampling rate, simplify. And we've got it all, haven't we? So this and that, so it's both of this together. And that is quite a few frames long. So we're expecting this whole animation to be, I mean, I don't really know how long, but yeah, like, you know, good 700 frames here. I'm sure you can. I'm sure you can. There might be, it might be just an export setting, or there might be something in which we have to tell Blender to turn the NLA thing back into keyframes. Track ordering, remove empty properties. If anything, it probably has something to do with the NLA track. That needs to be, you know, converted. But like you say, I'm sure you can figure it out from there. I would imagine it's just a matter of exporting it. Let me try this one more time. I don't know, maybe it just went wrong. We had big animation, everything was there, wasn't it? And I mean, Blender took its sweet little time, I have to say. It's kind of unresponsive right now. So it is doing something. It is doing a lot of work under the hood and exporting only the first part of the animation that usually wouldn't take all that long. Let's see if I can go and import it straight again from here. And now I have two AJs, of course, which is not perfect. But yeah, no, he's only imported 150 frames. I don't know what happened to the rest. If you do work it out, do let me know. I'm sure we can work it out. If I work it out, then I'll let you know. So yes, that's at least a good start into blending animations. And Modern Savage, thank you so much for subscribing. I appreciate that. Welcome to the channel. You're very welcome. No worries. I'm kind of interested now myself. Maybe there's a funky article that we can figure out. Export NLA strips as FBX Blender. Maybe it'll bring something up. Export multiple NLA tracks to a single FBX file in Blender. There we go, Stack Exchange. Maybe that is our answer already. Not sure if that's your case, but I'm using this to import animations into Unity. The NLA tracks thing doesn't seem to work with 2.8 and Unity, but you can have several actions created in the dope sheet action editor, and when you export, select all actions. Yeah, we did that, didn't we? Oh, maybe we have, do we need to unselect NLA strips then? Maybe that was our problem. One thing that messed me up was that you have to completely delete the FBX file and create a new one in order for Unity to recognize. Yeah, of course. Maybe we'll just disable Nla strips. Let's try that. So this is our guy here. Got to select all of this. Let me try that one more time. So File, Export, FBX, and then we'll just under Bake Animation here. We say no NLA strips, we just use all actions, maybe? Maybe even make a second one here. We'll see. Import this. Ah, still under only 150. So yeah, maybe there's a I'm sure there's a way. I'm sure there's a way. Blender's integrated FBX export sucks. Okay, good. Good to know. Uncheck the optimize animation size when export blah from Blender. That I don't know what that is, to be honest. He has a couple. And there's a script, maybe that does it. I'm not getting into that. Yeah, I hope you figure it out. I'm sure there has to be a way. I suppose NLA strips, they're mainly meant for to work inside Blender, but you know, if we wanted to export the whole thing out, maybe then another question we could ask the Google would be convert NLA tracks to keyframes in Blender, just as a, you know, yeah, this is kind of tweaking it. We want to really convert it. Yeah, that's not really what I'm looking for. Because technically, if you just wanted to edit some keyframes inside the action strip, that is possible this way. But we want to really just do the thing that Daz has, where you basically convert the animate things back to keyframes. That would be awesome. But it looks like this is not what they're showing here either. Yeah. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out, I'm sure. Let's go do some stuff with time traveling. It'll be great. Might put all my AJ files into this folder here. Keep it a little nice and tidy. And this we're done with. Oh, there's one other thing that I need to do. Oh, I can't do that while I'm on air. So that's okay. We'll do that later. Alrighty, time travel stuffs. Now it's J Plays, exactly. Now it's J Plays, with a little delay. I like mixing things up. That's really cool. I get a kick out of doing that. Basically, whatever's on our minds, we can do Saturday, Sunday morning. That's kind of nice. I like to have that. I'd like to have no set schedule for anything. Everything is just, you know, we'll just see what happens. The Benjamin Franklin Z grill. I don't even know what that is. Is that a stamp? Yes, it's 1046 to be precise. I don't know if you've heard of this game, Day of the Tentacle. I remember playing it a while back. So I've also had a look at Horizon Forbidden West, and you know, there's pros and cons to this game. Might get into that another time. Oh yeah, that I need to get rid of the orange circle here. Oh, actually no, let's not. Let's leave it where it is, and then I can point things out. Day of the Tentacle. So I think I've played this before, but that's years ago, so I can't really remember what exactly happens here. We're gonna have to work together to figure out the devastating puzzle that is time traveling to the future as well as the past to figure things out in the present, I believe. Let me know if it's too quiet or too loud. We can always change that. New game, I think that's what we want to do. This is a remastered version of the sequel of Maniac Mansion, if you remember that. Would you like to enable the developer's commentary? No, not today. Maybe another time. I like the black border. That's promising, isn't it? And Roberta hopefully can help us out here. Vampire, I'll certainly try that. I remember there's some loose change on the ceiling, wasn't there?
I'm thirsty.
Don't drink it, Purple Tentacle!
It looks bad for you.
Nonsense. It makes me feel great. Smarter. More aggressive. I feel like I could.
We've lost the audience.
Like I could.
Feline audience.
Like I could. Take on the world.
So this, in the 90s, this used to be all very pixelated. They've remastered that to be all, you know, nice and flat, and the animations were never as good as this.
It's a hamster. Just what I need for dissection lab tomorrow.
I think I need that for the band, Laverne. You know, like we could bite its head off or whatever.
Hands off that hamster.
Friend of yours, Bernard?
He belongs to Weird Ed Edison, and it looks like he's brought us a note.
Run, hamster! You can do it!
It's from my old friend, Green Tentacle.
Oh.
He says that Purple Tentacle's mutated into an insane genius, and Dr.
Has he
Fred's
now?
going to kill them both. I thought I was free of Dr. Fred and those crazy Edisons forever. But now I know that I must go back to the mansion.
Not the future, then. So back in the day, this was not voiced. You would just see speech bubbles popping up. And these types of games back then, they were really, really popular. I think there might be a way to switch back to the old style mode. I think there was, in some of these games, you can switch them back and forth. Right, same here, Vampire, absolutely. I hope you remember all these tips and tricks, because this is one of those things that it's, if I were to play this game without any walkthroughs or without any tips, this is going to be really difficult to master, so maybe together we can work it out. The Deviant is here! How you doing, buddy? The 3D part of the presentation is over. Now we're doing strictly 2D stuff. Beautiful titles. Ron Gilbert, yes! Woohoo! Grumpy Gamer on Twitter. He was instrumental in writing many of the early LucasArts games, and they were very successful. There were Indiana Jones games that were also made in this style. But what kicked it off was Maniac Mansion. And then there were several other games that were not necessarily related. They were all just made in this type of style. Like one was Zack McCracken and the Alien Mindbenders. Don't think that ever received a
Okay, we'll
makeover.
spread out commando style. Laverne, you go secure the area behind those double doors. Hoagie, you take care of upstairs reconnaissance. I'll maintain Command HQ here, in the lobby.
What are we looking for?
We've got to find where Dr. Fred is holding the tentacles.
This better not take too long. I've got an anatomy final tomorrow.
And I've got a show to set up later tonight. If I'm late, I don't get to test the drums.
If I know Dr. Fred, he's got the tentacles tied up in his secret lab. Question is, where's his secret lab?
Okay, cycle inventory, open menu, object highlight, change characters, move cursor, commentary on and off, open inventory, snap to hotspot, interact, switch render mode. There we go. I think that was it. So this is like the remake basically, but back in the day this is what it used to look like, and there was no full voice. You basically just go and say pick up, and then you say that, like, you know, gum, I guess, or, you know, whatever, the pick up gum with dime stuck in.
It's stuck to the floor.
But thankfully we have the remastered version, so that's kind of nice that they let you switch between these render modes here. Absolutely, so many in-jokes in there. So, the service bell. What do we... Oh, I see. That's the context menu. Push, pull, use, or pick up. I see. This is interesting. So that is stuck. What is this here? Bath.
How did that get up there?
Yes, I wonder. Picture.
It's signed, here's your EPA grant. Keep up the good work. Hi from Mommy, Ronnie 83.
I see. They are, aren't they? So they really crafted this. I mean, back in the day, it was already really nicely done, but they've just taken this to the next level. Like, I mean, all these things, like when he has his glasses from his face, they've recreated it all with high-res graphics. So that's really cool. Look at dime and pick up dime.
1952.
Pick it up. Aha. Perfect. This, I think we're going down later too. And the story, I mean, the writing, like in all the Monkey Island games and stuff, the writing was always so cool. And the amount of stuff that you can potentially discover. Ooh, let's have a look in there, shall we? Phone. Can we use it?
Sleek design, sturdy construction, attractive housing. All in all, a fine phone.
Indeed. Can we use it?
I don't have anyone to call.
What a shame. Swiss bank book. Have a look at that.
Gee, Dr. Fred doesn't have a penny. Wow, it's from my favorite movie.
Wonder which that one is. The grandfather clock. Indeed, I don't actually know why it's called that. Yeah, that's just what it's called, the grandfather clock. Oh, can we take that?
I don't really want it. Looks like Dr. Fred wearing a powdered wig. Handsome in a way, but I'm glad he eventually accepted his hair loss.
Dr. Fred, he's the guy from the previous game, so this is essentially a sequel to the Maniac Mansion game. Oh, Booby gone. What is
It's
it?
a bottle of correctional fluid.
Boo Boo Be Gone. Gotcha. Let's take that with us as well, shall we? That is nice. How do we get the inventory? Textbook with... Oh, I see. Perfect. That's how we do that. Ah, those are all highlightable objects. Gotcha. Like the camera here. Interesting.
Always make sure they get your good side.
So the camera pointing at the picture makes me think maybe behind the picture is a safe, and we need to have a look at the footage of that camera at one point to figure out the combination to the safe. That's the kind of way the game makes you think. I mean, there's also this in this case there's also other things like time travel that's certainly involved, so see if we can work this out. The grandfather clock, can we open that?
There's something funny about that clock.
Isn't there just? I totally agree. Can we open it?
Aha!
Aha!
A secret passage. This is all too easy.
Meanwhile, upstairs...
Laverne, how'd you get upstairs?
Am I upstairs? I got lost.
Seen any tentacles?
What's a tentacle?
Oh, just something I whipped up in my spare time. Made good pets, actually. Until one of them tried to take over the world. Had to tie the little buggers up in the basement.
Good thing you told us that.
Yeah, Bernard wanted us to set them free.
Thank God you weren't that stupid. Did you say Bernard?
Dun dun.
Okay, you're free to go.
Thanks,
He's
Bernard.
doing it as well.
Yes, thank you, naive human. Now I can finish taking over the world.
Wait!
Oh, yeah. Now I remember. He's incredibly evil, isn't he?
I'll try to talk him out of it.
Yeah, you do that, Green
Well,
Tentacle.
What possible harm could one insane mutant tentacle do?
Leaping lab rats!
Dr. Fred.
What have you done this time, you meddling milquetoast? Now Purple Tentacle is free to use his evil mutant powers to take over the world and enslave all humanity!
Whoops.
Our only hope now is to turn off my sludge-o-magic machine and prevent the toxic mutagen from entering the river!
Isn't it a little late for that, Doctor?
Of course! That's why I'll have to do it yesterday!
Aha!
The time machine!
Nothing can go wrong.
This is all your fault, Bernard.
Behold, children, the Chronogon!
Doc, can't you just send Bernard?
No, you must all go to increase the odds that one of you will make it there alive.
Have any
Right.
people ever been hurt in this thing?
Of course not. This is the first time I've ever tried it on people.
Nothing can possibly go wrong.
Well, I'll be.
Let the time travel begin!
Bernard, float over here so I can punch you.
This must be that Woodstock place Mom and Dad are always talking about.
What could it all mean?
I don't know. I don't want to know.
Die. Die.
We may not live to see yesterday.
I'm sure Dr. Fred wouldn't have done this if it weren't safe.
After all, he is a doctor.
It works! I can't believe it! And they said imitation diamond wasn't good enough.
Yeah, but if you sent them into the past, shouldn't they be back already? I mean...
Oh.
Oh dear. He is a doctor after all, indeed. Ye olde outhouse. The third outhouse. And Bernard! He's back!
Cheap mail order jewels.
What happened to Hoagie and Laverne?
I knew I should have bought a real diamond.
Are they alive?
My dials say that the largest specimen landed 200 years in the past, and the other is stuck 200 years in the future.
The
Well,
future.
hurry up and bring them back.
I will, as soon as I get a new diamond. Then all your buddies have to do is plug in their respective chronogens and...
Plug them in? Where is Hoagie going to find an electrical outlet 200 years in the past?
Ah, good point.
Yes, well, he'll be needing my patented super battery then, won't he? Now, where did I put those patented super battery plans of mine?
Plans? How are we going to get Hoagie plans?
Don't worry me with details, boy. Just help me find the plans. They're in this house somewhere.
Now what am I going to do?
I think I made myself perfectly clear. Step 1, find plans. Step 2, save world. Step 3, get out of my house. Let's get cracking.
Let's do it! I don't think Wawa is in Florida. I know the name, but I don't think they're in Florida. Your local save data is newer than the current cross-save data. Overwrite the cross-save data? What does that mean? Select no to retrieve cross-save data and immediately load it. Well, the local save data is newer, isn't it? So we want to kind of keep that. Overwrite the cross... This is too complicated. What? Yes to overwrite the cross-save data with your local save. Yes. Yes, right? Yes. Yes. Chronojon. Wawa, how did that pop into your head, Yoshi? Oh, because of that. No, I'm just with Starbucks. They give me a free something on my birthday.
Maybe I put them upstairs. That's got to be it. Upstairs.
Wawa, I think we saw that in Ohio, maybe? Is that possible? Sludge-o-matic. Can we do anything here? Use it, maybe? Pick up? Use. Let's do that.
Warning, do not touch the Sludge-o-matic 3000.
So I think... Oh yeah, that's the other thing. Can we... How do we switch between people now? There was a way to do this, but I don't exactly recall. Do you remember how to do this? That's the graphic change. Maybe we can't actually switch between them yet, because I do remember you can exchange items through the toilet. So Bernard's in the present, and if he needs to send something to the future, you can just put it in the toilet, and then Laverne can pick it up in the future. Or if he needs to send something into the past, he can go and put it in there, and somehow it arrives in the past. I don't exactly know how it works. We may not be able to switch between these guys yet, but that will be possible. So they have to work together between things you find in the present and in the past and all that. Very, very cool game.
Yoo-hoo! Dr. Fred?
I think he went upstairs. Rash of cow tipping baffles police. Triangular man spotted at scene. Gotcha.
The plans! The plans!
I don't know Buckeyes either, to be honest. We're going to look at all these rooms in a sec, but I think maybe we'll go and follow Dr. Fred.
Now, where did Dr. Fred go?
Possibly even further upstairs. I remember this was so cool that you had to you're stuck on one screen and you think, how many screens did I have? What did I have to potentially do there? So this is really helpful that they show you what you can interact with. So I think maybe there's a peephole as well. Do we have a prisoner here? No, don't do that. Push. Just look through, look at.
There doesn't seem to be anything dangerous in there.
Goody. Open the door then. I was thinking more like, you know, go there. Vampire, thank you so much for being here. I'll pick this up next Saturday. If I get stuck, you gotta help me out. You're the only one who can help me out, Vampire. There's a bed. What about the bed?
No time for that now. I'm saving the world from Purple Tentacle.
Of course you do. Window. Use window? Oh, yes. Closed window. Open that closed window.
I can't. It's stuck.
Dang. I remember these things. They were important. I think we had to put something up here at one point. Can we go in the chimney? We can only look at the chimney.
It's a primitive but useful venting device which prevents injury due to harmful smoke inhalation.
The feral woman is here. How you doing? Can we do we need to go back maybe? I don't think we have anything for this, for the flagpole. Let's go back. We know it's there. Might need a rope indeed, yes. What's my inventory again? There we go. What do we have? We have Booby Be Gone. Boo Boo Be Gone. The Swiss bank book. We have a dime. And we have a textbook. What's in the textbook?
Chicago Manual of Thermodynamic Flux Induction Circuit Design. Great stuff.
For you, maybe. What does that do?
It's a bottle of correctional fluid. Gee, Dr. Fred doesn't have a penny.
Except for this one.
1952.
Huh. Mr. Chris is here as well. Is anyone not following Mr. Chris, by the way? Let me give a round of shout-outs here. Mr. Chris streams DAS development on his channel. He does stuff in Marvelous Designer or /Clo as well as Blender and brings these things into DAS Studio, so very cool. Brian makes some 3D videos, by the way, for Character Creator and iClone, so if you fancy that, do drop him a follow. And Meg does some exciting Unreal Engine development. If you're not following these people, please do so immediately, because that's where I hang out, and this is kind of nice to build the community, get connected. Can we go further here? No. See what's behind door number 1. Can we open that? Open. All right. Ooh, Edna. Nurse Edna. Oh my god, she was terrible, I remember. There's a picture of Elvis here. And a statue. And monitors. Ah.
Something strange is going on in there.
Let's talk to Nurse Edna.
Excuse me.
What is it? I'm rather... Say, aren't you Bernard Bernoulli?
Yes, that is right. You must have me confused with some other Bernard Bernoulli. No, my name is Threepwood. Meg is indeed the Unreal boss, yes. Good point. Brian needs to sell about 2 million books. You can buy the print version or the ebook version, or you can also buy the audiobook version. 2 of his books I've narrated. So if you really like the sound of my voice, you should buy his books. What should we say? Maybe my name is Threepwood. I like that.
No, my name is Threepwood.
Nice try, but I never forget a face. You broke into our mansion a few years ago to save your little friend. What did you come for this time?
I'm trying to keep a tentacle from conquering the world. That would be correct. I'm a repairman. I've come to fix your VCR. Also good. Maybe we can get her away from the monitors. It's a secret. I can't tell you. I'd better be going. Let's try this, the VCR fixing.
I'm a repairman. I've come to fix your VCR.
There's nothing wrong with my VCR. You keep
Dang.
your paws off of it.
Dang. How's Dr. Fred? You haven't seen any plans for a super battery round, have you? I was just admiring the statue. Actually, I was, yes. This is quite an array of gadgetry you have here.
This is quite an array of gadgetry you have here.
Yes, it's the best surveillance system in the state.
Is that a Plexus 7000?
Is that a Plexus 7000 VCR?
It sure is. It's got a dual-tape speed motor with cobalt casing. Don't touch it.
Are those xenophobe crystal matrix monitors?
They sure are. They're so clear you can see the fleas on the bedroom walls. Don't touch.
That'll help figuring out whatever's behind that safe, I wonder.
Do you think I could play with these a bit?
Absolutely not.
How's Dr. Fred doing?
Well, he's still upset about the family financial situation, seeing that it's his fault and all. But he seems a lot better now that he stopped sleepwalking.
Ah, sleepwalking. That he stopped sleepwalking. I seem to remember that's important. That is important. Maybe we need to get him to sleepwalk. How did he wreck the family finances? Yes, how did that happen?
Family finances.
Well, we should have made millions on the computer game they made about us. But the resident genius locked the contract in the safe in his office and forgot the combination.
Ah.
What's wrong with sleepwalking?
Ordinarily nothing. But when Fred sleepwalks, he remembers the combination to the safe. I'd find him in the office, opening it, screaming like a cat in the oven, and slamming it again. Something about what's in there really scares him. Unfortunately, I was never able to catch the combination since he works it so fast.
Huh. Well.
How did he manage to stop sleepwalking?
He stopped sleeping. Fred drinks a lot of coffee. Me, I only drink decaf.
Right. Caffeinated coffee versus decaf coffee. I like it already.
You haven't
Let's
seen
remember
any
that.
plans for a super battery around, have you?
Super battery, huh? Fred might have something like that.
Fred is the one who told me to find them.
Oh,
I was just admiring your
I was
statue.
just admiring your statue.
thank you. It's been in the Edison family since colonial times. One of Fred's ancestors carved it.
I'll let you get back to what you were doing.
Come back anytime, you big hunk.
So that means if this statue has been around for generations, it's probably also in the past. So I don't know if that's relevant or important, but you know, just something to keep in mind. Speaking of hunks,
Ooh, baby, what a man.
You ain't kidding, precious.
I love it.
It's signed, Edna, thanks for giving me the fever.
Fantastic. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that.
Excuse me.
No, I didn't mean to
Hi
talk
there,
to you.
Snooky Doodle.
Snooky doodle.
Never mind.
Indeed. I thought maybe I can have a look at the owl here.
It looks like a physics professor I knew in the 2nd grade.
And that is the VCR, huh?
Get away from that.
So, if we were to get the guy to sleepwalk again, maybe we can go and record him punching in the combination on the VCR, but for that we also need to get Edna out of the room. And maybe that can be arranged somehow. With patience. That is a creepy lady, yes. I totally agree.
Hey, Aren't you Weird Ed Edison, the paramilitary nut?
Why, yes, Hey, do I know you?
Yeah, I'm Bernard Bernoulli. I broke into your house 5 years ago, kidnapped your hamster, broke into your piggy bank.
Nope.
Doesn't ring a bell.
But
Doesn't
I
ring a bell.
can't remember much about that period anyway. My psychotherapist thinks something traumatic happened to me back then that I'm blocking out.
Oh dear.
So you gave up the crazy military commando thing?
I'm much better now. I don't have those bad thoughts anymore. Now I collect stamps.
See, stamp collecting. I knew this was going to be good for our psyche.
That's quite a nice collection. Can I have it?
No. I mean, no. They mean a lot to me. Sometimes I think they're the only friends I've got.
How about the hamster?
Nice hamster. Does he do tricks?
No, he just sits there. I used to have a really smart hamster, but something happened to him.
Maybe he's now, could be Sebastian, maybe he's now extremely intelligent. I mean, what is he reading?
What happened to the old hamster?
I don't remember. When I try, all I can think of is a flash of light and this horrible sound.
What was the horrible sound?
It was sort of like ding. Oh God, I hear it in my dreams till this day.
Oh, wow.
That hamster really should get some exercise.
Well, Dad puts him to work down in the basement sometimes. But then he starts sweating, and then he gets wet, and then he gets cold, and then he refuses to work.
Your dad
Right.
or the hamster?
Are you making fun of me?
No,
No,
no.
I get upset when people make fun of me.
I just meant...
Oh, it makes me so mad. I just want to relax. I want to relax.
Right.
It'd be okay if I just focus on my stamps.
Stamps, that's it. I mean, what is the hamster connected to as well? Is this kind of the path to the underground lair?
Are all your hobbies this fascinating?
I don't have any other hobbies. These stamps are my whole life. If anything were ever to happen to them...
How are the folks?
Well, Dad's in the basement doing an experiment. Mom's in the next room spying on a honeymoon. Ted's in the front yard.
Holding up a bowl of lard?
Well, it's a bird bath, actually, but it rhymes better your way.
How come he speaks British and his American parents speak American? How does that work?
Well, hope I didn't get you too excited. Bye.
Peace be with you.
I think one of the in-jokes was that this computer here, you can play the previous game on if you wanted to do that, I think. Talk to computer, use computer, I think. Maniac Mansion, there we go. So you can basically start the whole game and play Maniac Mansion on here, which is such a cool idea. And it's the PC version as well. So it's you pick, I think, 3 people, and then you go and then you get going. It's so cool. I don't quite remember how to get out of it. But yes, that is possible. So 2 games for 1. So, let's explore the rest of the house. What's in these things here? F and R. And then, of course, there's a candy machine. What's the candy machine got to offer? I'm into vending machines, virtual or otherwise.
That buzzing fluorescent light makes the beef jerky look especially attractive.
Let's buy some.
Except for those beef squigglies, I got everything I want out of there.
Ah. Is there another...
That buzzing fluorescent light makes the beef jerky look especially attractive. Except for those beef squigglies, I got everything I want out of there.
Ah, what a shame. I thought there may be a second dime or something in here. But I guess there isn't. Open that door. See what's in here.
It's useless. No one will ever be interested in my design, so I'm ending my novelty inventing career right here in this tacky motel. How
I didn't know it was a
appropriate.
motel. Dang. That didn't work.
I can't even do this right.
Poor dude. Maybe speak to you, Dwayne?
Hi, my name's Bernard. What's yours?
Dwayne, isn't that depressing?
You haven't seen any plans for a super battery around, have you?
Super battery? That sounds even worse than the things I come up with.
Oh dear.
Gee, you look depressed.
What clued you in, Brainiac?
The stooped shoulders and long face?
Yes,
I'm
that.
having a crisis here, a warehouse of anguish. I'm a novelty goods designer by trade.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
come up with some fabulous ideas. The exploding lollipop, itching powder gum, and reverse 3D glasses, to name a few. The problem is, no
Woody
one
Allen,
likes
right?
my designs. I send them all over the world and no one responds.
Aww.
I just wish someone would say they liked one just once. Oh,
Let's remember that.
I like your design ideas.
Well, I didn't mean you.
Somebody else.
What did you say your job was again?
I'm a novelty goods designer by trade. The problem is, no one likes my
What did you say your job was again?
Oh.
I'm a novelty goods designer. The problem is, no one likes my designs. I send them all.
Maybe I can help cheer you up.
Oh, I can hardly wait.
Chocolate flavored vitamin D pills. Now that is quite cool, I gotta say. The guy who wrote Cold Blood, who was that? I don't think I recall him. Why don't you try whistling a happy tune? That's always gonna help.
Try whistling a happy tune.
I invented a whistle that turned your lips green. Nobody liked it. Ugh.
Why would they?
Maybe some calisthenics would help.
Calisthenics,
Last
always
time
good.
I tried calisthenics, I ruptured my spleen. Ugh.
Yes.
Let's discuss philosophy.
Okay, here's my philosophy. Life is completely pointless, especially mine.
Good philosophy. Nietzsche had some interesting ideas along those lines. I love it.
Nietzsche had some interesting ideas along those lines.
Oh, who cares? Philosophers are all failures like me who couldn't make it in a real profession.
Truman Capote. Oh, okay. Nice music they pipe in here, huh?
Nice music they pipe in here, huh?
It's from the Elevator Classics series. It seems like this one tune has been on all day. I've never been so depressed in my life.
Never mind.
Truman Capote, one of my favorite movies is actually Murder by Death, which was written by him, and he stars in it as well. Super funny, and it has, I think it has David Niven in it, and Peter Falk. Very, very funny movie.
I can't see it very well from here.
Right, I think I can't. We need to somehow get him to unlock the door so we can explore this room. That'll work. We just need to fake a letter that says somebody likes his designs, or maybe call him. That's also possible. That'll get him out of the room.
Green! Bernard!
What are you doing up here?
Well, I couldn't stop Purple, and he's gonna go out and conquer the world, and I'm afraid of what he'll do if he catches me, if Dr. Fred doesn't find me first. Does that answer your question?
Yeah. Hey!
All of
What's
them.
up, Bernard?
You haven't seen Dr. Fred's plans for a super battery around, have you?
No, just these world domination plans of Purple's. Any of Fred's plans would probably be in his office or the lab.
Office. Where is his office?
What do you suppose Purple's up to now?
Well, he wants to take over the world, so I figure he's up to
tipping one
something
at a time.
devious.
Yes, if you haven't watched Murder by Death, you should grab a copy. I think it's free on Amazon. You can probably find a copy on YouTube as well. Very, very funny. I'd love to do that as a watch party. It's a parody of all kinds of world famous detectives, and they're all being brought together into a house for the weekend, and then one of them is being killed one by one, and they have to all figure out who did it. It's a very funny movie.
Conducting cryogenic experiments on small animals?
I wouldn't doubt it, but I was thinking more along the lines of politics.
Want to help me save the world?
I'm afraid to leave the room. In fact, I don't think I can
So
even
cool.
move from this spot. Purple scares the daylights out of me.
How's your new band doing?
Green tea and the sushi platter? We're doing great. We've decided to really capitalize on our strongest quality as a band.
Intoxicating 3-part vocal harmony, provocative lyrical content, carefully crafted melody, and distinctive counterpoint. Which quality is that?
Really? Which quality is that?
Volume, man, volume. We have a chance to win a Grimey Award as the loudest new band. We're pulling out all the stops.
Excellent.
Weren't you looking for a new guitarist a while back?
Yes, but we decided to go with a guy who plays power tools instead.
Nice.
We can generate a lot more sound that way.
Are you working on an album?
Yeah, we're doing a CD called Rap on the Forehead. I've got a few tracks hooked up through the stereo if you want to hear them.
Ooh, sounds good.
Have you gotten any airplay?
No, we're a little too experimental for most radio stations, but we have a huge following in the club scene.
That's
yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Why the litter box? Have
Oh,
you
that's a
got
litter
cat?
box.
Don't ask.
Right.
How does a tentacle sit in a beanbag chair?
Oh, that part's easy. Getting back out of it is hard.
Can you actually use that bowling ball?
No, Purple brought that in here after he grew arms. He got really discouraged, though, because he doesn't have fingers.
Well, see you later, Green.
Yeah! Good luck in saving the world, B-Man.
So Purple has arms but no fingers. So how did he bring the bowling ball in then? Very funny. Is this a VC videotape here? It is, isn't it?
There's no label. It's probably blank.
Excellent. Let's pick it up. Stereo. There's a board here. World domination plans.
Uh-oh. This looks like it might work.
Let's pick him up, see if we can do it
I
instead.
don't need to take over the world.
Why not? Can we take the bowling ball? Oh, yes. Use bowling ball with world domination plans?
I don't think I can do that.
What a shame. Can we pick it up and just keep it?
It looks too heavy for me to pick up.
Gotcha. But you can use it. Give bowling ball to nobody. Okay, good. No worries.
Plenty of wattage in this stereo. I can't wait to try my 8 tracks in it.
You have 8 tracks?
Wow, this is loud.
Aha! Fake baths coming on. Can we push that speaker? I think that's what Vampire was suggesting earlier. You do that. And then that happens. I like it.
Whew.
Highly experimental. Well, bye then, Green Tentacle. Frou emerald stolen, circular prints left behind. Well, let's pick up that bath, shall we? Whatever it might be good for. 8 tracks, right? Were they popular in Canada?
It's pretty darn cold.
I seem to remember they were around in Europe, but they never took off quite as much. So I suppose, by the time this caught on in Europe, we already had the cassette tape. So even though it was around. It was never as popular as it was over in the US. So I was wondering how Canada fared with 8-tracks. The fact that you remember them kind of tells me that maybe they were certainly around. Quickly replaced with cassette tapes. Yeah, absolutely. I suppose it had to do with the fact that I don't know, maybe with the larger cars in America compared to the European ones. I don't think we ever had these massive cars that they had in America.
No way. There's things in there that look like they've been there for years. Doesn't anyone ever clean this thing?
This might be a good exchange between the past, present, and future when we can actually, when we can switch between figures. Oh dear, how's he doing? Sweater. How come this is a motel? I didn't even remember it was. Fickle Fingers coin slot. Ah, should we put a coin in?
Up too late? Try a Fickle Fingers fate. Stick in a dime and you'll have a good time.
Let's do it. How do we do that again? No, not like that. Oh, it's different music as well. It's remastered music. That is cool. Like this? No, that's not it. Textbook dime, there we go. Dime with Fickle Fingers. That was it! I want my dime back! I still can't pick up the sweater.
I can almost get it now, but Lardo is lying on the sleeve.
Who are you calling Lardo? Maybe we just need to wake him up. Or we need to find a second
I left
dime.
my little black book at home.
Is there a key here? No. Anything on TV?
No good. I can't knock it over.
That is cool. You can walk over to the US now. That is cool. I love that. I remember we went to Niagara Falls in the US and we literally just drove over 5 minutes into Canada and had a coffee there at Tim Hortons, and then we went back. That was very good. It was really, really cold, but it was a lot of fun. I like that proximity. That was very cool. Reel to reels, yes, reel to reels. Yeah, we had one of those as well. Those were around.
No good. I can't knock it over.
Surveillance camera.
Hi there.
Always show him your good side. There's a whole new room that we can look at, but there's also the bath here. Let's go take the fake bath.
I think it's fake.
You hope it's fake. And then we have gum with dime stuck in it. Oh, perfect. Can we pick that up? It's another gum, isn't it?
It's stuck to the floor.
Ah, stuck to the floor. Huh. How are we going to pick that up? Do we have anything that we can pick it up with? Textbook, bank book, videotape, fake bath. Will that work? Fake bath with
That's one of the few places where fake barf isn't useful.
Gotcha. Don't know that. I do remember we take the gum with... We somehow take that off and we put it in the freezer. And once it's in there, it'll go... The gum goes brittle and then we can use the dime. I do remember that. Something to scrape it off with. Yes, that's what I'm thinking. Something like a screwdriver or whatnot. Don't scratch your butt. It's very impressive, Callie, the Niagara Falls. Very impressive. Like, so much water. Crazy stuff. Who's Ozo the Clown?
I've never gotten over my childhood fear of Uzo.
Uzo even.
You
We
looking
talking?
at me? Are you looking at me? Then who are you looking at, huh? I asked you a question. Okay, clown, that does it.
Oucharoo!
I hate that clown.
I'm not surprised. Table covered with junk. Let's have a look at that.
Hey, boy, you missed the party.
There was a party?
You and the clown were having a party?
No, last night. At the Novelty Goods Salesmen's Convention. I tell you, we novelty goods salesmen know how to have a good time.
Has anyone ever told you you look like Dante Alighieri?
That's strange. My wife says I look like Charlie Chaplin. So, want a cigar?
You saw the falls when they were frozen, Nancy? That's amazing! That freezes sometimes? That is crazy. Was there still a trickle of water left, or was everything rock solid? Because that must be super impressive. And it was super cold, so I'm not surprised that maybe sometimes things do freeze over. Like rock solid frozen? That's crazy! Wheel-to-wheel taping. I like it.
Sure, lay one of those Havanan babies on me.
It's gonna explode though, isn't it?
Thought I was gonna blow your head off there, didn't you?
It's gonna blow!
Well, you were right.
Seriously hilarious.
You shouldn't smoke. It's a bad habit. That cracks me up every time.
We should,
Hi there.
What can I do for you, kid?
we should pick one of those up. And just, you know, keep it, but not make sure he doesn't light it.
You haven't seen any plans for a super battery around, have you?
Battery? I wouldn't know about anything like that. I'm just a novelty goods distributor specializing in cigars. So, want another cigar?
Only if you promise not to light it this time. Yeah, I'm
Okay,
sure it's
but
gonna work.
only if you promise not to light it this time.
Would I do a thing like that?
You didn't have it long.
I told you it was a bad habit.
I'm sure there's a trick to getting this guy to give you a
What
cigar
can I do for you, kid?
so that he doesn't light it.
So where is everybody?
The really big bash was last night. I guess they're all sleeping it off. So, want another cigar?
Nah.
Sorry, my mom told me never to smoke.
Hey, if I listened to my mom, I wouldn't be where I am today. Well, suit yourself, boy.
Oh, wow. I love it. I must look up some pictures on the internet. See if I can find the frozen Niagara Falls.
Jumpy little sucker.
Can we pick that up? Or not? Before we go into here, I would love to give Uzu the Clown a cigar, light it, and blow up Uzu the Clown. That is something that rings a bell. I think that's how I need to do it. Chattering teeth, can't I pick those up?
Missed. Slippery little devil.
Okay, so maybe we need to do that later. I have a feeling we need to have that gadget that says "ha ha" on the inside. I think that is what we need. Aha! Look at that. So we have a coffee maker, and we have caffeinated.
My, what a big coffee maker.
and decaf coffee here. So I wonder if we just swap this around.
I think I could lubricate my car with this stuff. Brown water.
Brown water. Don't say it like that. Can we pick that up? And then we take this and then put the decaf on here. Decaf, there we go. Put that. No, don't do that. Put that. Oh, is that not how that works? Like give, pull, push, use with this? No, he always replaces that here. So I wonder if we need a second thing then that we just need to swap the coffee with somehow. Use a fork. Nice. Oh, really? How exciting, Camilla! I loved our reel-to-reel machine. I love the idea that you could have like 2 hours continuous music playing. That was really cool. And record long radio shows. I really like that. So decaf is on the right. If I go and put... If I try to put the regular coffee back... Yeah, he always puts it in the same spot, so... Let's see if we find another vat somewhere. Also, what's happening here? Microwave.
The Duke Memorial Brand Microwave.
So funny. Can we do anything with it? Like, you know, open it?
I'm not touching it. These models have a history of leakage.
Gotcha. Oh, you're dictating things. That's a novel idea. And then it appears in our chat. Ooh, Yoshi, that is even cooler. It's like you're speaking to us. 25 cents every 30 minutes. Anything in here? Funnel. I'm sure we can use a funnel for something.
It looks pretty broken.
How about this? The dryer. Does that look unbroken?
It's a coin-operated clothes dryer.
I love it. Anything else? For sale cats. 4 legs, 2 eyes, 1 head. Interesting. Yeah, I keep forgetting to use that. It's kind of a nice feature. I mean, very often it gets it wrong. Like, I use Siri as well sometimes to kick off alarms. You can say, hey Siri, put on a 25-minute countdown or something. If you've got something in the oven, you just tell Siri and it goes and does it. It's kind of cool. But I keep forgetting to use it as a proper dictation device. Because sometimes it does get it right. Very often it gets it wrong. But that's a novel idea to use it to just enter text here. Very cool. Vat of teeth. Is there any other teeth in here?
No use in doing that, it's empty.
Oh, we can do that? I didn't know. Interesting, look at that. Huh. But we haven't got anything that we can put on here, do we? Funnel. Swiss bank book, I don't know. Let's go back downstairs. I forgot how we switch between people. I think we can't do that yet. Is there anything in the lab downstairs that we can that we can do things with. Or the office. Oh, that's also outside. We can do something outside, I think. Use it.
I don't have time for idle chit-chat now. I have work to do.
Well, I thought you could maybe phone the guy upstairs.
I left my little black book at home.
Fine. Anything in the basement. Dark passage. Oh, was there a rope in his room? I'll have a look. I'll go back into his room. Thanks, that's a good tip. Toilet. I don't think we can... Can we use it with stuff? I think we can put things in there. Use toilet with. Yeah, you have to use toilet with something. And then you can exchange items between people. Power switch. Can we use that?
I don't want to cause any more trouble.
Very good, Bernard. Don't cause trouble. Hamster Generator. Oh, I wonder what happens if we go and...
It looks like a generator driven by a treadmill.
Ah, let's go and use that, shall we?
It's designed to run with something. More like a small rodent.
Right. So we need to somehow grab that hamster from his room. Gotcha.
There, it's off. But it's too late now.
Oh, you think the rope is somewhere else? Okay. Let's have a look outside. I think there's an outside here. What is this? Does this does that? Okay. Because I seem to remember that when we get this ability that we go to the other... that we get this ability to switch to the other people in the past and in the future. I think that unlocks at one point. And then they're there like as heads, and you just click on a head and then you do the time traveling. Tentacle Rescues returns Emerald! May I congratulate Purple Hero! He has arms! You used to be a traveling mystic? Callie, that's exciting! Wow! I didn't know that! That is very cool.
I guess not too many birds bathe in the evening.
Dead Cousin Ted, how you doing?
Hey, Ted. Talkative as ever, eh, Ted?
You spent more money as a DJ than you made. I get it. That's nice. Professional janitor. That's a good job. That is a good job, actually. Very good. You're never going to run out of things to do, either.
Boy, I haven't seen you since I was here 5 years ago.
See if we can replace that with machines, huh?
You haven't changed a whole lot. You know, I bet you'd really like my friend Hoagie.
Oh, cool. I didn't know that.
He's a roadie for a heavy metal band. You haven't seen any plans for a super battery around, have you?
I think Cousin Ted...
Nah, didn't think so.
I think Cousin Ted isn't very talkative.
Oh, yeah, I wish I had as little on my mind as you do. Purple Tentacle's probably taking over the planet by now. We've got to go back in time to shut off the sludge machine. Well, I'd best be on about saving the world.
Bye, Cousin Ted. See you later. Oh, hang on a minute. Is there anything in the mailbox? Is there? No.
It's empty.
Dang. Okay. Maybe later. Maybe we can send ourselves something from the past that should arrive in the present. Man in ski mask. He doesn't look dodgy. Neither does the car. It says, wash me. I'm sure we can reason with him.
Don't sneak up on me like that.
Cousin Ted appears to be the quiet type. That's right.
What are you up to?
I locked my keys in the car.
Right.
I don't see your keys in the car.
Actually, I lost them somewhere.
If you're locked out, why break into the trunk?
If you're locked out, why break into the trunk?
I have a spare set of keys in there.
Right.
Nice crowbar.
Thanks. Don't even think about asking to use it. I need it.
Right.
See you later.
Yeah.
Maybe we can somehow convince him to get us that crowbar at one point.
It's really dirty.
Do you know, that would be ideal to scrape off the gum from the floor, maybe. That would certainly do it.
I think it's locked. It's not my car.
My God. Path. Oh, okay. I totally agree, Callie. Janitors don't get enough respect and recognition. Good point. I totally agree.
Keep out. Area contaminated with industrial waste.
Partially recovered river.
That looks inviting.
Let's pick it up.
There's no time for that now.
I like it. Right, well, Any ideas what we should do next? I see some potentials there. I see some way to switch the decaf with the regular coffee. That's going to be good. We also need to scrape off the second dime. That gives us a sweater probably from the guy who's currently sleeping on it. We need to somehow phone the depressed guy so that he leaves the room so we can have a look around there. Put the VCR, the tape, into the upstairs room for sure. Those are all good ideas, but currently we can't really do any of them. Can we put the regular caffeinated coffee into the bird bath maybe? Just to pour it out.
I don't know. It's powerful stuff.
Right, no then. I like to pour the caffeinated coffee away and then put it into the decaf can and then basically just swap the coffee out somehow. What about the cactus? Chuck the plant.
A horticultural horror.
Can we pick it up?
I can't touch it. It's spiny.
And this... Yeah, we definitely need something to pick that up with. Like the thing we have. What else do we have then? Wasn't there a way to bring up this one here? So we have the textbook, Swiss bank book, erase something on paper, record something, fake bath. I don't know what to do with that. Funnel, coffee and decaf coffee. Oh, we have a fork as well. Does the fork work? That could work. Does that scrape it off here?
It's really stuck to the floor.
Dang, that doesn't work. And there's no way to travel to these guys here. So I think on the right hand side, there are these two blue empty squares, this and that. I think this is how we'd switch to the other people. But I think right now, I don't think we can do that. The sleeping guy. What should we do with the sleeping guy? I think we need to have that extra dime so that we go and put it into his vibrating bed so he goes and falls off the bed. We also need to somehow get the... Oh, what's this one? Flyer. Oh, I didn't know we had something else here.
That one looks like it's from a local hardware store.
Ah, let's pick it up already. Rack of flyers.
Looks like a stand for tourist info and ads for local merchants.
Ah, well, that could be interesting. What could we do with a flyer? And there's the thing about the shattering teeth, so we have to maybe... Or can we get the shattering teeth with the fork? Is that a possibility? I don't really know what we could do yet with the shattering teeth, but it's going to be good to have that with the shattering teeth.
I can't reach that from here.
Dang. How about fork with Uzo the clown?
This fork couldn't pop a spit bubble, let alone a tough clown like Uzo.
Gotcha. Can we pick up the cigar lighter? That's a good idea. Let's try that.
Hands off, boy! That's a
Dang.
precision-made novelty device.
Ah, okay.
I'd rather not.
Okay, no. No then. Fine. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Go back. Oh, you can as well. Good stuff. Well, any other ideas of what stuff we could try here? I didn't mean to go here either, actually. How would we get the hamster to go into this machine down here? The hamster, how do we get Edna out of her room? What was in this room again? Tentacle!
Hey!
What's up, Bernard?
Same here, no ideas.
You haven't seen Dr. Fred's plans for a super battery around, have you?
No, just these world domination plans of Purple's. Any of Fred's plans would probably be in his office or the lab.
Well, see you later, Green.
Yeah! Good luck in saving the world, B-Man.
It looks like I can't get Candy out of the machine. He doesn't want to do it. I've tried that before. It looks like he doesn't want to use it.
Except for those beef squigglies, I got everything I want out of there.
Yeah, so we don't really have candy that we can lure him out with. But somehow it's got to be possible. I can I think I can use the bowling ball, but I can't pick it up as such, so I can't take it away. So I could use it, like from here I can use it with something, with speaker, with on-off button. Oh, there's also this here. What is that? Mouse hole.
I don't think I can do that.
But mouse hole.
It's pretty small.
Wasn't there another mouse hole in another room? I didn't know those were usable.
I don't understand what was
There we
wrong
go.
with exploding catnip.
I can't see it very well from here.
Can't see it from here. There's this as well here, so they may connect.
It's pretty small.
Disappearing ink. Oh, that's nice. Do we want to pick that up? Yes, we can reach that. I like it. There's that phone here.
I can't reach that from here.
Dang! The safe, you mean in the office? I think we need to have him. Yeah, so this definitely needs another. That needs another coin here. Let's see if we can do that. Up to the hamster's room. Did you see a safe there? I don't think I saw a safe. Hamster. We can't just take him, can we? We can! Oh my god, that was easy. I thought we had to do stuff first. I didn't know it was going to be that easy. Put the hamster in the mouse hole. I didn't know it was that easy. That's very cool. Put hamster with mouse hole.
Nah.
Oh, he doesn't want to do it. What a shame. Oh, that was a good idea, though. The hamster looks hilarious. Can we just go use the hamster downstairs? In the machine? I didn't know I could take the hamster. I was, I thought, no, you can't do that. Can't grab the hamster out of the cage. So like this here, if I use the hamster with this...
Woo! Look at him go!
That was it? What's the paper?
It's Dr. Fred's design for a super battery. It's capable of storing up to 1 gigavolt with a charging time of only 0.01 seconds. Wow!
Patent application. If we think 4-dimensionally here, can I pick it up? I can't I?
I've got the plans.
Quick, we have to flush them to Hoagie.
How did you get over there?
My ingenious super battery design, please.
You really
That's
flushed
easy.
them.
Yes.
Down the toilet.
No, through time. Using the highly sophisticated time flux hydraulic vortex chamber I've installed in each chronogen, you can flush small inanimate objects to each other through time. Flush small inanimate objects to each other through time.
Hello? Dr. Fred, can you hear me? Drat.
Did you hear something?
No. Let's see if what's-his-name catches on.
He could just file this application in the past.
Great. I'm stuck in colonial times, tentacles are taking over the world, and now the toilet's backing up.
Hoagie, come over here. It's your old pal, Dr. Fred.
Dr. Fred, how'd you get in there?
I want you to pick up those plans you see in the chronogen, Hoagie. Bring them to Red Edison. He's my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather. He'll know what to do.
You need the plans to make a super battery so you can plug in your chronogen.
Okay, if you say so, Bernard.
Good boy. Does he have any experience with electronics?
Well, I once saw him take 3,000 volts directly through his head without batting an eye.
Didn't he pass out?
Well, he was already passed out when it happened.
Nice.
Time for me to save the world, I guess.
Can opener and patent application. I love it. And then we can go and switch back to
So
Bernard.
as soon as Hoagie gets that battery working, we're set.
I'm afraid not. We still need a diamond for the main unit. And your friend in the future needs power too, if she's still alive.
Alive?
Get me out of here! I like trees and everything, but this one has got to go.
Right. Interesting. Cool. Dyslexically thinking. I like it. I like it. So let's explore the past, huh?
Huh. This door appears to be locked.
How about this one? Ye olde outhouse.
This door appears to be locked.
Gotcha. Meanwhilest. I love it.
Soon all the power of the heavens will be mine! All mine! If only we had some nasty weather!
The plug. I totally didn't see that. I'm gonna go back and see what I can do with the plug. I didn't see there was one. This here, indeed.
I should plug that into the super battery once I get one made.
Gotcha, but we haven't got it yet. And once we do have that, we can plug it in. He can maybe travel back to the present. Very well spotted. I completely overlooked that. Well spotted, Meg. Red Edison. This guy isn't Red Edison, is he? That's Benjamin Franklin. Okay, I gotcha. We should talk to him.
Hi there, mister.
Franklin, Ben Franklin, soon to be known as the inventor of electricity.
Do you know Red Edison? He's a scientist guy, too.
Red Edison? A scientist? He's just an innkeeper who pretends to be a scientist, and he's not very good at doing either one. I can't believe Washington and Jefferson picked his inn, of all places, to write our Constitution.
Shouldn't you say the discoverer of electricity?
You think the ultimate power in the universe is just under some rock waiting to be discovered? Ha! I, Ben Franklin, am going to summon power from the sky by sheer force of genius.
You are truly whacked, Ben.
Huh, that's what they said about the man who invented bifocals.
Wasn't that you?
Good point. Guess they were right.
I wonder what Red would say about that.
Who cares about that crackpot?
Where is he?
I need Red to help me save humanity.
So he's a missionary now, eh? Well, why not? Can't be any worse at that than he is at inventing.
So where's this Red guy at?
Down in his secret lab, of course, neglecting his guests.
What's so bad about Red?
What can you say about a guy who spent the last 4 years perfecting a left-handed hammer? He's insane! And he steals other people's inventions, too, before they can even apply for the patent. Not that I'm bitter.
No, not at all.
Aren't you the $100 guy?
The $100 guy. Not bad.
Well, see ya.
Carry on.
I like it. Okay, secret lab, of course. It's the same house, isn't it? We're just 200 years in the past. And I suppose in answer to your question, Meg, it's the same in the future, so she will probably need a battery to plug her thing into as well in the future. We even have a broken down car in the garden. I like that.
It's totally covered with crud.
Crud.
Making it dirtier won't help.
Right. I like that you can see his underpants. Could you still see them in here? Just as a hint? He reminds me a little bit of the George character. Imagine George with long hair. That's him, isn't it?
It's closed.
Well, let's open it.
Ooh,
what?
the Pony Express.
What just happened?
Ooh, the Pony Express.
So the moment you put something in there, I guess, and put the flag up, somebody goes and collects it immediately. Can we put the patent application in here?
Better not. That might invalidate the patent.
Gotcha. I thought we'd send it off, but no. Let's give it to Red instead. Gotcha. Mommy!
What's up? Don't feel like talking, huh? Vow of silence or something, probably, right? Well, that's cool. I have something for Red Edison. Do you know where I could find him? Great hat, man. I dig the three-corner idea.
Silent type.
It's like the pyramids, you know? I heard pyramids are supposed to have weird energies.
Where'd you hear that?
Far out. Well, nice talking to you, dude.
And then, of course, there's the main hall here. Suggestion box.
The Constitutional Convention invites your comments, critiques, amendments to the Constitution.
Interesting. Thomas Jefferson and John Hancock. And Constitution in progress. And Time Capsule.
It looks like a martini shaker.
And a gold-plated quill pen.
Stolen from the desk of George Washington.
I like.
They don't seem to have gotten too far.
I wonder if I can use the invisible ink in here. Change the Constitution.
Excuse me. Yes?
Whoa, you're like George Washington.
Whoa, you're like George Washington. Very much like him, according to my wife, Mrs. Washington.
I think he's cold, Yoshi. He's a little chilly.
Whoa, indeed. Weren't you president or something? Yes, I expect to be chosen president unanimously. I'm very well connected. Do you think I should be the ecology president or the education president? I'm a big fan of education. Really? How surprising. Is it true about you and the cherry tree? Oh, yes, it's quite true. Why, I've cut down acres of cherry trees in my day.
Really?
Would you give me a demonstration? I don't see why I should.
I think this is voiced by the same guy, actually.
I've been thinking about what you said about cherry trees. Pondering the great truths, eh? Well, would you give me a demonstration? I don't see why I should.
But if we could get him to do that, if he chucks down this tree, Laverne would get... If the tree never grows, then Laverne in the future wouldn't be on the tree and she could explore the future. No, ha ha ha. Right?
Do you really have wooden teeth? As a matter of fact, I do make use of artificial teeth. I find them to be far superior to the ordinary enamel variety.
Right. Maybe we can give him the shattering teeth.
Wow. What do you brush them with? I use a toothbrush, much like everyone else. And a bit of wood polish, of course. Doesn't that taste awful? Not if you take them out first.
Yes.
Where could I get some of those? They're rather expensive. Mine were custom made for me by my good friend Paul Revere. Didn't he invent 3D glasses? I believe you have him confused with someone else. Don't you have a problem with splinters? I've been to war, boy. No one who's heard the thunder of musket fire, smelled the sulfur from a cannon blast, and felt the fear in the hearts of his comrades is going to be bothered by a little thing like, oh, blast it.
He outsourced his teeth, that's exactly right.
Well, what about dry rot? Hardly. What are you looking at out there? The future of our nation.
Right.
Those outhouses? No. I was just admiring my reflection in the window. Striking,
Right.
aren't I?
You are. I've been thinking about you said about cherry trees, but I think we're going to leave that for later. We need to give him a reason for that, an incentive.
Gee, I gotta go now.
How about you, Thomas Jefferson?
Hey, tall, dark, and spiffy. My name's Hoagie.
Well, how quaint. I am, of course, Thomas Jefferson, noted scholar, musician, horseman, student of the sciences, member of the bar.
Oh, sure, I've heard of you, dude.
What's in the can, Tommy?
What's in the can, Tommy?
Thomas. My name is Thomas.
Thomas,
And this, my
of course.
chubby friend, is a time capsule, filled with remembrances of our time to be revealed 400 years hence.
Ah, so if we smuggle something in there, get them to bury it, we can probably pick it up in the future somehow. Or if something that needs to be really well aged, that could go in there. Interesting. We just got to keep this in mind as we solve this devious puzzle.
So, how's the time capsule going?
I'm sorry to say that except for my log, we haven't got a thing.
Dang.
What are you guys doing in here?
We're writing the Constitution for the United States.
Oh, when you
Right
say
now,
we.
It's just a Constitution, I'm afraid. We hit a slight creative block right after the preamble. That's why we put up a suggestion box over there.
Interesting. Mr. Nate, how's it going?
Dude, I loved your work on the Declaration of Independence.
Ah, thank you. What was your favorite part?
The part about prudence? Like those S's that look like F's? I like the we the people part.
I like the we the people part.
That's not in the Declaration of... Say, that's not bad. Maybe we can use it.
In the Constitution, I like it. Later, brah. I like it.
Has anyone ever told you you're a very snappy dresser?
Why, yes. I studied at Virginia TENTACLE, where I majored in color theory. I was captain of the varsity cravat team.
Those are impressive credentials, Tom.
Thomas.
Well, later, dude.
What? What's going to happen later?
Well, we'll find out, shall we? John Hancock, I'm so sorry that you're freezing.
Yo.
How can we make you... How can we make you warmer?
What's up, you cold?
Cold? I'm freezing.
It's blue in the face.
Why don't you build a fire?
Well, I keep asking Jefferson to build a fire, but he won't. Says he needs the log for posterity and won't part with it.
Huh.
He's going to give the log to starving children?
I don't get any respect around here. Why, I bet if George I spent the winter in Valley Forge, Washington was cold, we'd get some heat in here.
Very funny.
How come you sign your name so big?
Astigmatism.
You mean you have, like, a childhood complex?
All right, the truth is that a friend once told me that women go crazy over guys with a big signature.
Shouldn't you guys be working instead of just sitting there?
Writer's block. We can't think of any amendments or anything, so we put a suggestion box over there. I don't suppose you have any brilliant ideas.
What about free sandwiches for all roadies? New music in elevators. You could guarantee the right to free speech. That's not a bad idea.
You could guarantee the right to free speech.
Free speech? No, that'll never work.
Awesome blanket there, dude.
Thank you. It was given to me by my dear old colorblind Aunt Hattie.
Well, I gotta go, dude.
We'll get back to you guys. Nate, do you remember this game? This was a classic back in the day. With graphics that looked like this. And we can switch between them. So these are the originals. And these are the remade ones. Very cool. Spaghetti. Let's pick up some spaghetti. And oil. Always good to have some oil. Not sure what we can use it for. Water pump. Can we use that?
I don't wanna.
Okay, gotcha. Maybe this? Do at least look at it?
Bitchin'. I don't wanna.
It's kind of the same layout as in the house in the present. This is kind of the washroom, I think. Bucket! Look at that! Should we pick that up and use it with the pump? A brush!
I hope this wasn't used in the outhouses.
See what that could come in handy for. Anything else? No, that's it. See, we'll make some water. Spaghetti is Asian, is it? I like it. How do we do this again? We go and take the bucket, use the bucket with the water pump. That should work. And nice. Okay, now we have water. What else we got? Oil, spaghetti, patent application, can opener, bucket of water, and a brush. Fall Guys. I don't think I've ever played that. Let's have a look at the rest of the house. Do we have a basement maybe in here as well?
It's closed.
Are you off your noodle? I would have thought spaghetti was Italian. But, you know, we might all be wrong. Tell us, Yoshi. Left-handed hammer. And that's Red Edison. Cool. Let's give him the patent application.
Hey,
What is it?
you look kind of familiar.
Of course I do. I'm Red Edison, the inventor, not to mention owner of this inn. Perhaps you've seen my picture in some important scientific journal.
That'll be it.
Then again, maybe not.
Most are convinced Marco Polo actually brought it back from his epic voyage to China. Look at that, I had no idea. That would explain the amount of Chinese noodles. That's very interesting. Very cool. Interesting. I love hanging out with you guys. You learn something new every day. It's very cool. Californian Maki is Japanese. Probably influenced.
Do you know Ben Franklin?
Franklin? I would never associate with that overstuffed goofball. He has the stupidest idea about glasses with one red lens and one blue one.
3D glasses.
What are you doing?
I'm inventing, you simpleton. What's it look like I'm doing?
Actively inventing.
I know an inventor who looks a bit like you.
Well, it's not one of my sons, that's for sure. It appears that I, Red Edison, foremost genius of my day, am to be the last in a long line of gifted inventors. My nearly indistinguishable sons have decided that they want to be artists. I think it was Jed's idea. Or is it Ned? Ah, well, the left-handed one at any rate. Must be some sort of bad blood on their mother's side.
I haven't either, actually. I haven't had breakfast yet. Or lunch.
What are you inventing?
It's a new size-independent fastening mechanism based on circular geometry.
Right.
Well, see you later.
You might if you cut that hair a bit shorter.
Very good. Let's give him the patent application. Like our present Edison says, he knows what to do with it.
Super battery, eh? Brilliant design. Sometimes I amaze myself. Now all I need is oil, vinegar, and some gold.
Oh, well, oil we have, so we can give him that.
Ah, excellent.
Woohoo.
I need that for my super battery.
We don't have vinegar, though. Vinegar? What's the other thing he needed?
Hey,
What is it this time?
what was it you needed for that battery again?
Oil, vinegar, and gold. I still need the vinegar and gold. Let me know if you happen across any.
Vinegar and gold, no worries. Can we pick up that left-handed hammer as well?
Just looks like a regular hammer to me, but then I'm no scientist.
Let's pick it up.
Say, that's a left-handed hammer, you know. I invented it myself. It was for my ungrateful slob of a left-handed son. Oh, well.
Ungrateful son. Lab coat. Should we pick that up? Might come in handy.
Hey! Only employees are allowed to use that lab coat.
Dang. Can't do that. Gold and vinegar.
It's covered with plans and junk.
Okay. Now vinegar, though.
Those founding fathers are driving me nuts. Flag design changes every 5 minutes. Well, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm making them a flag, ready or not.
Ah. Wonder if we can smuggle some plans into her room so that she sews the thing that we need. There's no freezer here or vending machine, but there's a portrait of Max here. How exciting!
The late Max Addix, his petard runneth over. A lamentable fate for such a patriotic dude.
I love it. Let's open this door. George sleeps here. Oh, and then there's this here. Pull the cord.
Here I am, don't get your curls in an uproar. Excuse me, Mr. Washington.
Right.
I guess this is George Washington's bed.
Whatever that...
All done here. Bye now.
Bye, Irish lady. Good to know. So we can get her into the room if we want it. Good to know.
I told you guys I'll get to the flag next. I'm working as fast as I can.
Hey, chill. Take your time.
Don't tell me you've got another design change for the flag.
I've got another design change for the flag.
I've got another design change for the flag.
I knew it. What's the current brainstorm from our fickle founding fathers?
Could it have a chrome-plated bald eagle robot on it? How about a skull with, like, scorpions in its mouth? It should have a hologram on it somewhere. We need a babe in a leather bikini swinging a broad axe. That's what we need.
We need a babe in a leather bikini swinging a broad axe.
Oh, what the heck. At this point, I'd do anything just to have it over with. Put the pattern on the table, and I'll look at it when I'm done with this job.
Okay, I don't think we have any patterns right now. Oh, that's how we switch. Oh, good stuff. I didn't know that. Okay, well, we'll see you later, lady. Got the house to explore. Kite plans.
I don't quite see how it can fly. I don't understand that technical stuff.
Well, pick it up anyway. Maybe somebody else will.
I don't understand that technical stuff.
Gotcha.
Hey, what's that on the plans? It looks like a secret backwards message.
Oh, really?
Oh, it's just a coffee stain.
Gotcha. Anything else? Another bed.
Looks like he spent a lot of time in there. Chateau de Cheapo, 1775.
Chateau de Cheapo. I wonder what happens if we were to age that a while. So maybe we can go and put it into the time capsule. They bury it. Somebody somebody in the future digs it up, and then we can flush it back, and that would maybe turn it into vinegar. Just a thought. Anything in here?
Grody, man. I don't go through people's underwear.
Okay, fine. Was just a thought. Wine equals vinegar. That's exactly what I was thinking. Somehow we need to age it. Somehow. I'm thinking that... Oh, hello. Horse. He has teeth.
Hi, horsey.
Oh, hi yourself.
Wow, you can talk.
Wow, so can you. What a coincidence.
I didn't think horses could talk.
Maybe they just never had anything to say to you. Ever think of that?
You mean horses have been snubbing me my whole life?
Well, if you want to put it that way.
Mr. Ed, that's it, yes.
Is this some kind of a trick?
I don't do magic. I'm just a horse.
Nice teeth.
Thanks. I paid quite a bit for them.
Really?
Did I mention how great your teeth look?
Thanks again.
What's a nice horse like you doing in a place like this?
In a place like this.
Hey, I live here. What are you doing here?
Mr. Ed, that's seriously many, many years ago.
I'm trying to get back to the future and save the world.
The future, huh? And I thought that Franklin guy was off his nut.
Well, I gotta go.
See you later.
It looks like someone's dentures were in here.
Hey, I've got to put them somewhere.
So I guess we have to get his teeth somehow at one point. Edna's room. Oh, twins!
Question is, which one's stuffed and which one's the real McCoy?
I assure you that we are both real, but we are neither one of us McCoys. We are Edisons, Ned and Jed.
Who's who?
Does it really matter?
Good point.
Even our
It
dear
doesn't.
father can't tell us apart. He only knows that one of us is left-handed while the other is right, but that neither of us are following in his tiny scientific footsteps. Hold still, Jed. So, I'm almost too frightened to ask, are you the marble delivery man? Or the model?
Yes, both actually. I'm the model. Should I take my clothes off now? I'm the delivery man. Okay, if I unload in here, I'm no marble delivery man, but rock is my life. Hey, sorry, hope I haven't jostled you.
I'm no marble delivery man, but rock is my life.
He didn't get it. Dang.
I'm sure that's terribly amusing.
It
where
is.
You're from. Where exactly did you come from?
The valley, the future, I can't really remember. I'm on the road a lot. I live off campus with Bernard and Laverne. Maybe the future.
The future. kind of spooky sounding, ain't it? Ooh, the future. I'm from the future. Look out.
Gosh, it would be so nice if you weren't here anymore.
This is so funny. So it looks like he is actually right-handed, and he's, you know, sculpting this statue really well. If we were to swap that hammer out with a left-handed hammer, I wonder if something were to happen. And we'd also end up with a right-handed hammer.
I'm the model. Should I take my clothes off now?
And you can't beat Mr. Ed. No, I totally agree. We should watch Mr. Ed more often.
No. No, you most definitely should not. We couldn't get your body shape right anyway, unless we cemented 2 slabs of marble together. But then your statue would have a big seam in it.
That's okay. It would have one anyway.
Look, don't call us. We'll call you.
Dang.
Do you think the guy on the right actually blinks? I'm thinking, is he part of the background, or is he also an animated layer there?
I'm the delivery man, okay, if I unload in here?
Sounds like a date
we're
at
well
Christmas
supplied with
place.
medium, so thank you, no.
This ain't medium.
This ain't medium, it's the extra large stuff.
Please go away. We artists are very sensitive to your kind of people.
Oh my god, this is so funny.
What kind of people?
Big, dumb people.
Rude!
Sorry, hope I haven't jostled you.
Too late.
Well, this hammer here. Right-handed hammer. Can we pick that up? And barrel, is there anything we can do with that?
Please, give me back my hammer.
Gotcha. We're gonna give him the left-handed hammer, though. See what happens.
Oh no. I've lost it. Oh, where hath gone the muse that once guided my hand with such care?
This
Must
is too funny.
inspiration be so transitory? Must art be so cruel?
I like transitory. Whoops!
I'm a failure. Don't say that, Ned.
He can't
Father
move.
was right. We Edisons are made to be scientists, not artists. Dear brother, we must be strong in these times of creative adversity. Why don't you
Aw.
let me take over for a while? I'll clean this rubble up and start over. You relax. Have a cappuccino.
Fantastic!
I'm glad we switched places. I think
I
you're
can't
coming
tell
out
the
quite
difference.
well.
Epic stuff. And of course, in the present, the statue changes so that he has the sword in the other arm. Ooh! Not sure what the implication of that is going to be, but it's going to be epic! Thank you so much for the coffee, Camilla. I really appreciate that. Wonderful! Whenever I hear that noise, not his, but the doodle-ding, that always makes me smile. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hey, I have a good feeling about this. Can we talk to you, Jet? Sorry.
Sorry, hope I haven't jostled you.
Too late.
Does he put his hammer down? I mean, in case we need to have that sword in the other hand. No, look, he doesn't put his hammer down anymore. So that was something, we did the right thing. The message, I can't read the message right now, but I will just as soon as the stream is over. Can I read the message? Can I read the message? Let me see if I can read the message. It requires me to kind of log in to Ko-fi, which might require 2-factor authentication, which is all very complicated. But let me see if I can read the message. See if I can. Messages. Bear with me. It could be through here. 2 minutes ago, Miss Drakenborg has been supporting me. Oh, that's nice. No, that's totally fine. That's why we're here, Camilla. Chat all you like. Totally fine. Totally fine. Super appreciated, though. Cat. Squeaky mouse toy. Well, we need that, of course.
cats dig these.
Ned's bed. And Jed's bed.
Very Spartan. Very Spartan.
Everything is very Spartan. What is this? Red paint? Red paint!
All right, paint.
Let's pick it up. It's got to be good for something. We don't have anything that we could distract the cat with, by any chance? Not really. Horse, we're coming back to you. Do you know, this week on Twitch, I might go and have a little play with the landscape tool and see what I can do with that. The Terra Dome. Join me for that. Maybe tomorrow, maybe on Tuesday. Something like that, sometime in the afternoon. Have we got anything to light that fire with? Not really. But I'm thinking if we can put that... If we can put that bottle of wine into the time capsule, will that work?
Thank you. This
yes.
is exactly the sort of thing I need for the time capsule. I'll bury it tonight, and it won't be seen for hundreds of years. Future generations are in your debt.
Whoa.
And then by the time we dig it up again, it'll probably be vinegar. And you know, that is a great idea. Use the brush on the horse. I'll totally do that. That is a great idea. What's the smoke detector guy doing here?
It's a little cage with a canary in it, perched above a little lever. Huh.
Well, I wish I could give that to the cat. Let's do that. Let's go and brush the horse. See if that leads to teeth. Or something. Canary in the coal mine joke. Yes, indeed.
I don't wanna.
Don't want to do that. Okay, fine. It's a good idea, though. We're gonna get his teeth somehow. I can feel it. I wonder if any of the items that I have on me, or like that he has, if Bernard could use them, and the other way around. So maybe Bernard has something that might come in handy for what we have here. And vice versa. I also seem to remember there was a way that kumquat tree.
The father of our country is gazing out at me. Wow.
So these are kumquats.
Kumquats.
But if they were painted red, I wonder if he would think this is a cherry tree, cut the tree down, and that means we can free Laverne in the future. How is that? How do we do that? With like this. Perfect! So now, if we go back, once he's done bathing, maybe that's the incentive that the dude needed to chop down the tree. I mean, you know, maybe. There we go. It's cherry tree now, clearly. George.
Excuse me. Yes?
I think so, yes, because there was this reference to... I've been thinking about what you said about the cherry trees, and could you chop it down for me? And he refused because there was no incentive.
I've been thinking about what you said about cherry trees. Pondering the great truths, eh? Well...
Could you give me a demonstration?
Would you give me a demonstration? I don't see why I should. Now what are you looking at out there? There are two sides to everything. You know that, my boy? Wow, what issue are you contemplating? What do you think? Is my left side better or my right? I've been thinking about what you said about cherry trees. Pondering the great truths, eh? Well...
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't down a tree to save your grandmother. That's the spirit.
I bet you've lost it. You couldn't cut down a tree to save your grandmother. Lost it, have I? Why, I'd show you a thing or two if there were a cherry tree nearby. But as you can see, there... Oh, well, what do you know? There is a cherry tree out there.
Perfect.
Well, let's go chop the sucker down.
Reverse psyche, yes. Portable axe? Wow, it only takes one swab.
I said come down from there at once.
Try to understand. I'm stuck in this...
Nice.
Voila.
Let's solve that.
You're quite a man. Yes, I know.
You're quite a man. Now we can switch to Laverne. How exciting is that? Hey, we shall... Now that we've traveled into the past, back into the present, we can now also go into the future.
Out of here! I haven't done anything.
Well, you must have done something or you wouldn't be here now, would you? You'd be out in the lobby with your tentacle owner getting dressed up for the human show.
Owner? No one owns me.
Gosh, no owner, you say? Well, don't worry about it. I'm sure someone will come adopt you before we have to put you to sleep.
Damn that Dr. Fred.
Hey, she knows the Edison family motto.
I see. So we're imprisoned in the future. No way to get out of it. We will explore that part of the game, I think, next Saturday. Is there anything that we could give the guy in the past? Ink, a hamster, coffee, a funnel, a flyer. What does the flyer say, actually?
It's from George's Hardware. George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement.
If we were to use that and put that in the suggestion box, and they would put it into the Constitution, would that mean a vacuum cleaner would appear here in the present? It does, doesn't it? I don't know if I can flush that down. George says that's just something that might work. Use fly with toilet.
Okay, I flushed it.
Okay, it's in the toilet. Can you pick it up here? Yes! Fly and toilet. Let's put that in the suggestion box. See if it gets accepted. Oh, you did? That is really cool.
Then I'm grabbing the latest flag design and sewing it up. Then it's bye-bye, Betsy.
That is really good to know. Thank you so much, Meg. I'm going to have a look at that later. That is very, very cool. Learn something new. I love it when we can figure things out collectively. Because like I said before, I think these 3D applications, they need multiple brains concurrently. Like we use multiple CPUs, multiple GPUs, we also need to now use multiple brains to make that happen. Well done, Meg! Use flyer with suggestion box. See if that works. Yep, that worked.
Boy, it's sure quiet in here. I wonder if there might be any ideas worth discussing in the suggestion box. Maybe somebody should take a look. I say, lads, I have an idea.
Does it have anything to do with starting a fire?
No. I was thinking it's about time we open the suggestion box.
Oh my god.
Agree?
Sure, George, if you say so.
Yes, whatever you think is fine with us.
Excellent.
That's the spirit, exactly.
What's he thinking? No one of any importance has been here all day. What could be in the suggestion box?
Perhaps he intends to suggest something himself.
Oh.
Ah, here's a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
It says, George says that every American should have a vacuum cleaner in their basement. What do you think, gentlemen?
Whatever you say, George.
Aha!
Your name's on it. I'm sure you must have a good reason for suggesting it.
Yes, it's strange. I don't quite... Well, I'm sure I had a reason for it. If there are no objections, we shall add it to the Constitution immediately. No? Good, and so shall it be law.
What's a vacuum cleaner?
I was just gonna say, do you guys actually know what that is? A vacuum cleaner? And it appears! That is beautiful. That is fantastic. So we can now go and use the U-Suck somewhere. Where is it? Where is it? Wasn't under the stairs here. Dang! Was it in here somewhere? Oh, I just saw it materialize. Maybe it's in the future. Maybe it's not here in the present. Maybe it's in the future. What have we got here? Mug. Ah, should we just go and...
World's greatest mad scientist.
Should we just put caffeinated coffee in here or decaf coffee in there?
Thanks. I needed a little pick-me-up. Must open safe.
Nice!
Must sign contract. Must provide for family.
Fantastic! Do we, should we have put that tape into Edna's machine there? Let's try that, because if he does open the safe, I feel like we should record the combination. There he is.
It's Dr. Fred's office. I can see the safe. I can almost make out the combination. It's...
Get away from there!
Darn.
Dang. Do we need to go put that in here? Use videotape with VCR? We can do that.
Get away from that!
Yeah. How do we get her out of the room then? Push her. That's a good idea.
She might get the wrong idea.
Don't worry about it.
Well, you know what they say. If you want to save the world, you gotta push a few old ladies down the stairs.
You gotta push a few old ladies downstairs. I think the statue changing made her go out of the door. I think his sword was actually blocking her getting out. And I think now we can use this. Okay. That's how he does it, is it? 57, that's the combination. Do we want to... What do we want to do? we're recording it. Oh, I see, because it's too fast. Perfect. Now can we now stop
Dr.
it?
Fred Edison, Internal Revenue. Come with us. We'd like to go over some of your records with you. Upstairs.
Dang. Let's rewind. Then we go and switch it to slow play. And then we go and play it back, huh? I think. $101. Oh my god, let's remember that. 999 and 57. 101, 999 and 57. Okay.
Dr. Fred Edison, Internal Revenue.
Good point.
Come
left or right, we don't know.
With us.
Hilarious.
The tape's at the end. The tape's at the end.
Eject and get out of here. Let's see what we can do with the safe. Or, in fact, shall we do that next Saturday? Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's call it a day today, and we're going to go and see what's in the safe next Saturday. I hope we can remember the combination at that point. Hey, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for the donation, Camilla. That's really cool. And thank you so much for the tip about how to turn an NLA strip or several NLA strips into an FBX animation mech. That's going to be great. I'm going to have a look at that and maybe, hopefully, make a little video out of it so that we remember for the future. Thanks for joining me. I will see you next Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will do some more funky little magic with DAS Studio and the Terra Dome product during the week on Twitch in the afternoons. Join me for that, my friends. Have a wonderful time. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bum, Stars first.